Hello, hello, hello to all of my Geminis. Thank you and welcome to Queen Amun Ra's tarot reading. I'm excited for you guys today because I've been hearing a lot of great news from all the other signs that I've been pulling cards for. And I'm sure yours is not going to be any different. Yours is just going to be just as great as everyone else's. So I'm looking forward to it. So this is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And also for my cross watchers, if you're joining us, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Listen, we have some planets in retrograde. We have Venus in retrograde right now. We have, and we know Venus will be in retrograde until June 25th. Okay, so with Venus being in retrograde, Venus is attached to Libra and Taurus energy. And so when Venus goes into retrograde, you're thinking about areas of money and love. Okay, and that is your relationship with money. And then love could be a romantic love, it could be family love, it could be love with yourself, self-love. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jupiter is also in retrograde. And so when you think about Jupiter being in retrograde, the zodiac sign attached to Jupiter is Sagittarius. You're thinking about, or you're reviewing your visions, your ideals, and your belief systems in life. Okay, so that's what's happening when Jupiter is in retrograde, and Jupiter is actually in retrograde until September the 13th. Okay, Saturn is also in retrograde, and so the signs associated with Saturn are Capricorn and Aquarius. And so when Saturn is in retrograde, you're reviewing your relationships, and that's all relationships. And like I said, that's family, that's romantic, that's relationship with yourself. You're thinking about your responsibilities and duties. You're also thinking about restructuring the way that you manifest your reality. So some people may have taken up meditation, some people may have taken up yoga, that sort of thing. Also, you are renewing your attitude towards obstacles, which could mean, before you may have just been inflexible when you had obstacles, but not anymore. Some of the character traits for Gemini are that you guys are flexible, that you're outgoing, you're funny, you're enthusiastic, you're smart, and you're very versatile. Okay, and so let's see what the universe has for you. The Most High God in the universe, please give me some information for my Geminis. Yeah, any information that you want to share, universe, with the Gemini, please share the information. Geminis. Let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get started. Oh, okay. What's so wonderful about the universe is, like, no matter how you shuffle the cards, sometimes some of the same cards come out for different signs. You're like, okay, wait a minute, did I shuffle them good enough, or do I need to shuffle them longer? Because some of the same cards, same energy keeps coming out, but that's okay. Another thing that's happening right now in Gemini is that we have Uranus in Taurus right now. So that Uranus being in Taurus is dealing with your inner freedom. And so with your inner freedom, you're thinking about your finances, material possessions, and also self-esteem. So it's not surprising right now that I'm pulling a lot of the same cards as it relates to love and money, even though we have other planets in retrograde right now. But I'm not surprised by that at all. That's a wonderful thing, because a lot of people are going through spiritual transformations right now, and some things are really about to happen once Venus goes direct. But okay, so the first card that we have for you, Gemini, is the Ace of Swords. This the Swords card it represents journey to intellect and power, right? But it's connected to the air signs, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? But this is a breakthrough. Like you have a breakthrough. There's been clarity and this pure power. This sword here, this intellect and power, this is a breakthrough for you. Look at this, Princess of Swords. You know your power, okay? Like I said, Geminis are flexible, they're outgoing, they're funny, they're enthusiastic, they're very smart, and they're versatile, right? So you know your power. And this swords, again, this swords, a Princess of Swords, represents your journey to intellect and power. And again, air signs, it's the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is you, okay? Nine of Wands. Wands represents your journey to spirituality and taking action. Okay, if I said spirituality for swords, I meant to say intellect and power. Okay, I just want to make sure. But the Nine of Wands, this is the challenges that you've had to face. But I just saw this for someone else's reading. You're not even stressed. Like, you're not even stressed over it. It's like you've been there, done that. When you have this many challenges, it's because the Most High God in the universe really would not put more on you than you can bear. Okay, so you're not even stressed over the challenges in your life. You're just like, okay, you know, you're relaxed. Look at the stance is even relaxed. You have your wand in your hand, like, okay, well, these are not insurmountable. They're just challenges, whereas some people may see them as being insurmountable and you can't get through them, around them, or past them. That's not what you see. You're just like, okay, well, next. Then you have the star. This is directly attached to the Aquarius. Okay, and so you're shining bright amongst darkness. You know, there's some light here too, but you're shining the brightest in darkness. Okay, look at this Knight of Wands here. This is you. This is what it represents: spirituality and taking action for you, my Geminis. And so what this is saying is that you are very ambitious, that you are a risk taker, and that you're very action oriented. Okay, so this is you, ambitious. This is you. Remember, I said that Geminis are very smart, right? And so this is you being ambitious. And look at this, the Fool upright. You're a free spirit. This is new beginnings for you. Like I said, you have been putting in the work, Gemini. You know your power. You have a major breakthrough on the horizon. Major breakthrough. And it's something about recognizing the things that you've gone through in the past. And like I said, the planets being in retrograde right now are so powerful for so many people, whether you recognize it or not, because a lot of times people don't even know why they're thinking certain things. And they don't know why certain things come across their path, but none of it is coincidental. It's the universe coming together to make sure you get these messages, however you get these messages. Let's pull some more cards, Gemini. I want to see some more things. I want to see. Universe, please share more information with me about the Gemini's breakthrough. Any information that you can share with me. Past information, present information, future information. I just want some more information about Gemini's breakthrough. All right, let's go. Okay. All right. Okay, Gemini, the reason why you're getting a breakthrough, before I even go through these cards here, is because you remembered who you were. That's the short and long of it. Like, you really remembered who you were. You remember that. And this is, I think, the second reading that I'm getting about an ex. Like, the majority of the readings were not about exes, because I think a lot of people moved on like quickly and just said, I'm not even revisiting that. I'm opening my arms and my heart for new love, because I've done all the self-work. But you remember that your life was in full balance, right? You know, before your ex. And I see the Devil card here. So, but your life was in full balance. And again, this is spirituality and taking action, right? This Four Swords right here, the swords we know as represents air, energy, the air element, which represents money and intellect, your journey to intellect and power. So Your life is in full balance, Gemini. You're in a rest position, but you have a sword in your hand and you have swords at your disposal, meaning that you've been through a lot, okay? You've been through a lot, so even in rest position, you are protecting yourself, okay? Look, we have the amethyst here, which is transformation, protection, addiction release, and sleep aid, okay? The reason why you, even in rest position, you have a sword in your hand and at your disposal is because your ex took you through a lot of head games, a lot of mental drama, a lot of unnecessary stuff that you didn't even have to go through. For some of my Geminis, you have children with your ex, right? So it's a lot of going back and forth, a lot of just unnecessary stuff. And what I like about the amethyst in particular, like I said, because a lot of people are transforming during these planets being in retrograde, is that the amethyst is an addiction release for you, Gemini. It's for everybody for addiction release. But even in your sleep, because your ex caused you so much angst and so much drama and just unnecessary, so many people have experienced so much unnecessary drama at the hands of their ex that you're guarded. Rightfully so. That makes perfect sense that you would be guarded because of all the stuff that happened with your ex. But you know what? You have decided to release that addiction. I don't care what your ex says. I don't care what they do. Don't go back. Don't go back. You have a lot of power, and I believe that you wouldn't go back, Gemini. It just wouldn't even make any sense to go back. A lot of people don't think that they can close the door, lock the door, and double bolt the door because they think, okay, I have to interact with this person in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If you don't have kids with the person, what would be the reason for you to interact with that person? Maybe you own property together. That doesn't even matter. You know, you can send things through the mail. You can email, and the conversation is only about what that commitment you guys have together. But even if there are children involved, let them talk to your attorney. You don't even put yourself through the mental anguish anymore. You know, your ex doesn't need to see that you have had a breakthrough in your life and that you're a star. They don't need to see all of that. You don't need to make them pay for anything that they did, because again, and I haven't seen this card come out yet. The Wheel of Fortune card talks about karma. You don't want to put bad energy out in the universe only for it to come back or to stifle your growth. You don't want to do that. Just let this person go. I don't care what the attachment is. Let them go. Let them talk through other people, but no direct access to you. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles here. This represents balance in your life. Balance of your daily affairs. You know what to prioritize in your life. Your life is in full balance, and I mean an infinite amount of balance in your life. Again, Pentacles represents your journey to money and wealth. Okay, your ex doesn't need to be in your life. They don't need to see. Let them hear about it from somebody else. But you just don't even have time anymore, because they are the reason why you can't even fully rest without having a weapon in your hand and weapons at your disposal. They're the reason why. Knight of Pentacles, more money, more money, more money, more money. I can't even reiterate this enough, Gemini. More money, more money, more money. Like I said, you're outgoing, you're funny, you're enthusiastic, you're very smart, you're versatile, you're flexible. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, this is your harvest time. This is harvest time for you, Gemini. Your ex doesn't need to be anywhere near you. And let's say, for instance, okay, let me keep going down this. Okay, your ex doesn't need to be anywhere near you. This is harvest time for you, right? And this is for my singles so far. I'm going to double back and talk about people who are in a committed relationship or marriage. This is what your ex represented for you. Anxiety, stress, depression, all that, having you in a posture of just like this. This is what they So this is more reiteration that you can live that carefree, happy life, Just cut your ex out, okay? Now, for people because I'm just getting this really for single Geminis. I'm not really getting too much for married Geminis. I'm not getting anything for my married Geminis, except universe, if there's anything you want me to see for my married Geminis or partnered or in a commitment relationship, please show me, because right now all I see is cutting out that ex so that they can but they know their power is a major breakthrough for them. There are challenges that could come up in their lives that's not insurmountable. That they're a star, that they're free spirited, that they're new beginnings. See, that's why I don't see anything for the married couples. This is beginnings for you. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I see for you, Gemini. I see all goodness for you. The only thing that I see here is your ex. If you allow your ex to come back in, causing you this kind of anxiety and this depression. Don't do it. I think this is the first sign for this week that I've pulled that directly talked about an ex, like pulling the devil card. And so, Geminis, I want you to be mindful that whatever attachments you have to your ex, it doesn't even matter. Let them communicate. If there are children, is there property or whatever involved where you have to have some line of communication, let you guys communicate through other people and other means, but no direct conversation, because it's just not even worth it. You have too far to go. Like, it's just too much greatness going on for you. Yeah, your ex knows that you're a star. They know that you're a star. And so don't allow them to come back into your life and distract anything, because you're just going to keep going up, 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 and up. And look at this. Free spirit, purity, beginnings. Don't allow your ex with their drama to take the funny out of you. Don't allow them to make you vibrate lower. You understand what I'm saying, Gemini? That's what I get for you. And then let's pull one of the oracle cards, and I'll pull the other oracle card in a second. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Gemini. Your life is in full balance. You really, really don't need your ex back in your life. Like I said, Venus is about to go direct. The fact that Uranus is in Taurus right now, you're thinking about your inner freedom, your self-esteem. This rose quartz right here, like I said, represents love, forgiving yourself, self-care. It just represents a lot of things, but overall, it represents love. It's healing from a heartbreak. It just represents so many things. And so that's what I want to see for you, Gemini, because you deserve the best. Surrender to the divine, the full moon. I'm telling you, surrender to the universe. Surrender to the divine energy. The universe, the Most High God. Do not allow your ex to pull you back. This is what I'm getting, And really, I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if there are children involved. I don't care what the situation is. Like, don't let your ex pull you back. You're a star, and they know it. They want to ride on that star. But then riding on the star is going to be like an albatross around your neck. You don't need it. What does this card say? Dream. Dreams gone wild. You have used different faiths, ideas, icons, and totems as guideposts to a higher level of thought to gain a different and better perspective. You have looked to wildlife as spirit guides and teachers, honoring them with art, time spent in nature and medicine bundles. You have admired birds, the strongest and the smallest, with fetishes, feathers, crystals. All have been dreamed over in ceremony, and all have been powerful in your intent. But this power is lost when your dreams get wild and unfocused. That is what your ex does. They cause you to lose focus. They take the funny out of everything. They cause you to not make And this is for you, what I'm telling you, Gemini, in this particular reading. They're causing you to not make the smartest decisions. Where once you were outgoing, now you feel like there's such an energy around you that you're just like, I don't even know if I feel like going out. So they're causing you to float at a lower vibration. If you were a bird of prey, what would you be? How would you feel? Do you think you would seek to be anything other than the great bird the Creator intended you to be? Again, you're a star. You know, don't allow that ex to come back into your life with all the drama, the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Everybody's on their path, you know, but we don't want you to be on the path, Gemini, of having to go back just one more time, because, you know, eventually, why delay the star in you? Why delay it when you can be the star now? You're the star, you know? So go for it, Gemini. You know, don't allow your ex to distract you. And that's what we have for you on today. But I'm so excited for your reading because you know who you are, but it seems like this person keeps rearing their ugly head with their stalking and their stalking and their fixations on you, that is kind of like causing you to think about them and kind of like just draw you back, like playing these little silly games. You don't need that, Gemini. You're better than that. And so the world needs to see your star shine. Okay, that's what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining. If you like the video, please press like. And please share and subscribe. There are other people. If you know other Geminis, share this with other Geminis, because it could be confirmation for them of things that they have already been thinking and reflecting on during this time of planets being in retrograde and also Uranus being in Taurus right now. So thank you so much. Have a great day.